We live in a simulation. By now you have probably heard this statement. However, many people do not fully understand what it means to exist inside a simulation. The tricky part about this simulation is that it is connected to your soul or your subconscious mind. This means the conscious mind cannot perceive it. In other words, the simulation operates beyond the decoding capabilities of the conscious mind. This implies that you are in a fabricated world that you cannot see or touch. You are blind to it. That is why in the Matrix movie, Morpheus told Neo, "You are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, into a prison that you cannot taste, see or touch, a prison for your mind." The fact that it is a prison of the mind means that no one is actively trying to escape from it. To some extent, many would argue that we are not in a simulation, that we are not constrained in any way. Technically they are correct, but realistically they have yet to sense the chains. People who argue that we are not in a matrix are those who live on the surface and have no connection with their subconscious minds. Or they are individuals who have never questioned the deeper aspects of the universe. In any case, the simulation was designed so that it remains undiscovered. The designers do not want people to escape from this prison. They achieve this by keeping humanity preoccupied with mundane issues. That is why they ensure that people are constantly busy and never have free time to ponder the state of the world. That is why the only knowledge people prioritize is what they are fed, and they are never allowed to deviate from the predetermined path. The moment you start to feel uncomfortable in the simulation, it means you are ready to become a god. Once you break out and begin to think beyond the designed path, you gain the ability to create your own world and your own universe. The controllers, who essentially see us as lab rats in an experiment, do not want this to happen. However, you cannot leave a simulation until you have outgrown it. If we were all trapped in a simulation in the most obvious sense, it would be easier for us to break out en masse. However, what makes this simulation intriguing is that many people are on the side of its designers. These individuals will not openly admit that we are in a simulation or provide clear evidence. On the contrary, they pretend the simulation is real and that it is the only way to live. They act oblivious to the obvious truths that only awakened souls, starseeds, discover. Meanwhile, they receive rewards from the manipulators for deceiving those who are truly lost. These people are often referred to as non-player characters, NPCs, but that term does not fully capture the role they play in this game. They are active participants in the deception, ensuring the entrapment of legitimate souls. One might ask, how do I break out of the simulation? The first point to understand is that you cannot run away from what you cannot see. Even if you try, you will not be aware of what you are supposed to do. Thus, what you need is to understand the game. Your subconscious mind is fully aware of every detail of this reality. You simply need to extract information from it. The key is to bridge the gap between the 3D world and the astral